Okay, made another interesting discovery with our sand. I don't know if you can see this, but I did some of the sand that I've been using that seems to be, I don't know, I thought there was something wrong, wrong with it. It's supposed to be quartzite sand, but I don't know if you can see that. I've got this junk that's sort of floated off to the top, and with our this is this sand over here. I was using all these things over here. Seems to be a bit useless, not responding like I wanted to do. This colour here appears to be, from what I can determine, is aluminium sort of thing. So it's covered in this aluminium sort of stuff that you can get off, and it's like a gel in a way, sort of thing. So if we go back a few steps and say that we worked out with our salt index that well, first of all, if you have iron in your sand, you can crack the grains of the sand, and you can see that the iron is actually inside the granules of the quartzite sand. Now, if you acid wash that sand, you can get rid of that iron, which then tells you that basically the quartzite sand is very porous. Using your salt, you can work out roughly that it's 100 grams of salt index to every litre of quartzite sand, which is about 10% as compared to 25% or a quarter of peat. And the cation anion exchange capacity of peat is about 25% or 1/4 by weight by volume sort of thing, which isn't a good way to do it, but it's the best you can do on a practical level sort of thing, and until you find some other better way of doing it. But now maybe the acid wash only gets this stuff off the outside of the grains, and maybe that 10% is not accurate enough. Maybe if we do a few more washings and various washings and not degrees, but orders of washing, we may actually be able to get that salt index or cation anion exchange capacity of the so-called quartzite sand, maybe get it up to equaling that of peat if we do it correctly and in the right order sort of thing. So first of all, I'm going to do some experiments and see if we can get some bubbles of flammable gas, because at the moment I'm not getting the bubbles, you see. So I'm thinking there's something a bit odd going on here. And then I've got all this crud coming off this sort of stuff, and I think, maybe that's the problem. Maybe all the fine interstices of the sand is being occluded. See, because I'm getting all this lovely growth on the outside of the pots. I've even got, I've got a young liverwort thing starting off there. I've got a bloody she oak starting off there. This is all happening outside where I want it to happen. And I'm thinking, well, what's going on? I've got some nice growth on the outside, but I haven't really got the growth I wanted on the inside on the sand that I wanted. And lo and behold, I think I've got an answer. So so work goes on, and I'll give it a go and see if we can get some bloody bubbles off the sand eventually. Find out what's going on. And I love lichen. I just love lichen. I love roofs of lichen. I love slate grey roofs with lots of lichen on them. I think slate grey colour is a great colour for a pot. You can grow lots of, it's not black, it's not white, it's somewhere in between, and makes CPs look absolutely wonderful. Lovely grey soil, as I say. Okay, over now. I'll keep you informed. See ya.